activities in Japan na masasabi kong worth it and which ones yung pwede naman i-skip. I'm going back to Japan next week, so nakapag-reflect ako which activities yung pinaka-worth it for me. Don't forget na para maka-discount and Klook for your next Japan trip, use the codes Aisha Klook and Aisha Hotel. Okay, let's go. Team Lab Planets. For me, worth it siya. Sobrang unique ng concept nito. However, hindi to pwede sa mga masela. To be honest, medyo mabaho siya guys, but worth visiting at least once. Number 2 is Art Aquarium. Skip. The aquarium is super small in my opinion. So if you have a tight schedule, okay lang to skip. Medyo underwhelming siya. Number 3 is Disney Sea or Disneyland. Worth it, but you need to mentally and physically prepare for it. Sobrang haba ng pila and nakakapagod talaga siya. Number 4, Tsukiji Market. Worth it siya. A lot of people say don't go anymore kasi super expensive. But I honestly enjoyed my time here. Plus, this Wagyu steak was unbelievable. Hanggang ngayon, nasa isip ko pa rin siya at babalikan ko yan. Number 5, Ichiran Ramen. Pwede tong skip. Worth it lang siya if it's your first time in Japan. But if you're not willing to line up 1 up to 2.5 hours for ramen, just skip this. Maraming ibang ramen shops na mas masarap. Number 6, Lake Kawaguchiko. 100% worth it. Pwede nyo to i-DIY or book a tour in Klook. Super worth it to puntahan, especially the Oishi Park. Number 7 is Asakusa. Worth visiting. One of my favorite areas para mag-food trip. I don't mind coming back here again and again. Plus, mura ang mga hotel sa area na to. Number 8 is Wizarding World of Harry Potter. 1,000,000 times worth it. Especially if you're a huge Harry Potter fan. But if you're not a Harry Potter fan, honestly, don't go for it na kasi medyo malayo siya. But if you're with someone who's a super fan, do it for them kasi sobrang worth it siya kapag fan ka. Number 9, Universal Studios. Worth it to kapag meron kang express pass. Otherwise, you really need a lot of patience and stamina to line up for hours and hours per ride kasi nakakapagod talaga siya. Next, Nara Park. This was a nice experience. First time ko makakita ng ganun kadaming deer. During the time that we visited, parang busog na lahat ng deer. Wala kami na-experience na aggressive sila. So, they were pretty chill and parang busog na. The next, the Sagano Romantic Train. I can say that this was worth it. It was a very unique experience. However, I really didn't have a nice experience lang dun sa mga seatmates ko pabalik. Hindi ko alam if locals ba sila or tourists din. Pero yung katabi ko talaga, sobrang sama ng tingin sa akin the whole time. I don't know what's up. Wala, hindi ko na lang siya pinansin. Next is Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto. This is one of the most iconic places that you can go to in Japan. And it was honestly worth it. So if you really want your nice solo shots, just keep going up and hike up until wala ng tao. So that's all at the top of my head. So let me know which activities are worth it for you guys para ako naman matry ko next time.